I have had the tin T1 Plus for a while. I have burned it for more than 50-60 hours, and this is a fairly good sounding earphone for the price range at $30. This is good. I will not say this is bad by any means, but let's see how this compares with other earphones in this price range, like the KBear KB04, one of the fan favorite. People are very inclined towards it, but I do not find this to be a uh, excellent earphone for $32. This is a hybrid driver earphone, one dynamic driver and one balanced armature driver powering this sound, and has a bit of flavor to it. It suits some listeners better than the tin T1, but there are some flaws to it that we will discuss very soon. Now, moving on to the next one, the TFZ Live one of my favorite earphone for under $50. This is priced at $38-40 and houses a single dynamic driver. The cable is the best of this lot. This cable is not bad either. This one is not bad either, but this is slightly better, more preferable. Sounds very good to me for this price, and one of my favorite earphone for under $50. As I said, let's move on to the sound quality. You guys have watched all the unboxing videos of these three earphones, I believe. So I'm moving on to the sound quality. When it comes to the low end, the TFZ Live one has the biggest lower end of this lot. It can be called bassy for sure. As you guys can see, I have not wound up the cable properly, so it's disintegrating as of now. Not keeping shape. As far as sound quality is concerned, the TFZ Live one is slightly on the bassier side. You can say it can be categorized as a bassy, fun sounding earphone, but it does not lack control or details. I like the details of this dynamic driver earphone. The tuning is very good. It's slightly V-shaped. You have to say it's V-shaped because the bass and treble region are a bit more forward. They push the mid-range slightly on the back foot, but still then the mid-range is very good. It has excellent amount of micro details. The separation is good. The layering is better. Then it has the crispiness. The treble has the sparky, energetic feel to it, which these two earphones do not have. This has the best treble extension for the price. Best, as I have said, very good treble extension. You feel the dynamism, the notes present, and it feels crisp, clear, sparkly, energetic, lively in the treble region. The mid range is very good too. It's not metallic or annoying with tonality. It sounds very good to me. For under $50, this is an excellent earphone. Not expensive. Comes with a carry pouch too. Plenty of tips. The cable is one of the better cable for this price, and this sounds very good to me. Let it be anything. The bass has good amount of texture. The thump is there. It does not feel like it lacks anywhere. It has all the ingredients that we look for in a earphone, and that is an excellent trait for earphone for under $50. It's excellent. Now, moving on to the tin hi-fi T1 Plus. This is a good sounding earphone, but it does not have that kind of bite or attack to it. The notes are a bit more blunt. They do not have that kind of aggression to them. If you feel that you do not like that kind of aggression with your earphones, then this is the answer to that. It does not have that kind of attack, that kind of bite to it. It's nice. The bass is not very voluminous. It can be categorized as a balanced sounding earphone, but that's up to everyone. I find it to be adequate. It's not lacking with bass. It has good amount of bass. There is good amount of rumble too, but the sub bass is not very deep into the spectrum. The TFZ Live one is deeper when it comes to sub bass. This one is good with sub bass. It's not excellent or extended deeper into the spectrum. It sounds good. There is good amount of texture. The mid bass is not very forward or voluminous either. It's okay. It's not a bass earphone, to be precise. The mid range is good. As I said, it does not have any kind of aggression or bite to it. It does not have that kind of crispiness either. The notes are nerved. They are not very potent. They do not hound at you. They are not on your face. It's good. It has good amount of details, but thanks to that lack of aggression, I find it to be slightly less intriguing. Those who do not want that kind of attack should look at the T1 Plus. Can we see the plus? Yeah, yes, T1 Plus. It's a good sounding earphone. I do not find the treble extension to be very good. It's just there. It's not very good by any stretch of imagination. There isn't much spark. It's not V-shaped either. It's a balanced sounding earphone. Slightly, one can say, mildly V-shaped because the mid-range is slightly pushed back. Nevertheless, good amount of upper mid emphasis, but still then there isn't anything particularly bad or exceptional about this earphone. This is just good sounding earphone. Tiny, small in size, smaller than the TFZ Live One. uh, Comfortable, good sounding earphone. Now, compared to the KBear KB04, I'm unable to show you guys. This is really black. The gunmetal body is my camera is unable to capture the color and intricate details in this, but what can I do? Let's try this. Can we see? Yeah, KBear KB04. This is the problem with the KBear KB04, as I have already mentioned, that it sounds unidirectional, unidimensional. It does not have that kind of dynamism to it. I feel the treble notes are hitting the single point, around the single point. They do not have that kind of dynamic feel to them. Everything else is good. It has good amount of sub bass, good amount of mid bass. It's slightly on the bassier side. The mids are slightly pushed back. All these earphones are mildly V-shaped. This is a bit more V-shaped. Good amount of spark, good amount of energy to everything. The treble extension is lacking, obviously, but the treble has good amount of energy. But still, then notes are not exactly dynamic. You do not feel that they are going at multiple frequencies. You feel that all the instruments, all the notes are hitting the similar frequencies. They are not very dynamic or good at cue placement. That's kind of bothering, to be precise. It When you start paying attention, the KBear KB04 starts to disappoint, which is not the case with the Tin T1 Plus. Now, there is one thing with the Tin T1 Plus. Once you drive it with a bit of power, I used the Shanling UA1 and it opened up a bit more. When I drove it from my Vivo V19, it was okay. But when I drove it with the UA1, it started showing more spark, a bit more extension, a bit more cleanliness, to be precise. The notes are a bit more cleaner, not not very clear, but they show a bit more cleanliness, and that is a good thing. Nice earphone. I have the green one. I don't know why, but I have been getting the green color IEMs here. It's a good sounding earphone, inoffensive, good. There isn't anything very special about it, and still the best earphone in this price range is the TFZ Live One. If you are looking for energetic, sparkly, bassy, and fun sounding earphone, I'll recommend the TFZ Live One any day. Then, if you do not want the aggression, you like your music calmer, a bit more docile, then I think the Tin T1 Plus is a better option. I will not recommend this one. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. If you haven't subscribed into my channel, please subscribe. That will be really nice of you. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Enjoy.